sprained their ankle on Monday, so start clapping right now because it's Noah!
Awesome. Hi, I'm Noah. I'm a sophomore. This is my third time doing stand-up. It's true, the rumors are true. I sprained my ankle on Monday. Not all bad because I've had a lot of time to kind of reconnect with my inner child, do some inner child work, which is all to say that I've been crawling around on the floor like a lot this week. What happens next in the stand-up set? I forgot. So it's great to be back here, great to be funny again. I had a job this summer at a music camp, and that part of my brain went completely dormant for some reason. And then something weirder happened, which was that this voice emerged from within me, kind of against my will, and it was the voice of Joe Biden. Two factors contributing to this. One, I was just really tired all the time. And two, when I was talking to the kids, I didn't want to say boys and girls because that's so last year, remember? So what was left? And what was left was folks. So I would be talking to the kids and it would be like, folks, we need to be looking forward. That was for when they were walking in a line. Folks, this sort of thing has got to come to a stop. That was for when they kept forgetting their instruments in the lunchroom. Folks, we gotta do something about our nation's crumbling infrastructure. That was for the smarter kids. But yeah, when I was around that age, when I was in elementary school, I overheard some people saying that I, quote, looked like a vampire, which, before you get sad or start feeling bad for me, that was top 3 compliments of all time. Really cool. And I would say, I'm not really sure what invited the comparison. Maybe because I was really into wearing vests. Maybe it was because I lost my 2 front teeth at the same time. Who's to say? Who is to say? I would say the comparison still kind of holds true. I am still sort of vampiric. Pale, nocturnal, needs to be explicitly invited in before I feel comfortable in social situations. Sleep hanging upside down like a bat. Oh my god. This never happened. Don't even think about it. But that was 10 years ago. I like to think I've grown and matured a lot since then, and I do have to credit stand-up as a huge part of that. I've got 2 stand-up sets under my belt now, and I think it's just kind of helped me build a thicker skin to life's embarrassments. There's that saying, tragedy plus time equals comedy. I tell you, for me personally, the time variable just keeps getting shorter and shorter, People say, oh, you'll laugh about this later. I'm laughing right now. This summer I fell off a table in front of my boss and 20 children. And by the time I hit the ground, I was like, oh, this is really funny. That's been great. Healthy, I'm sure. Does not always work, though. For one, I'm still just constantly embarrassed by everyday tasks. Falling off a table in front of my boss, totally chill. Asking my boss any question, horrible. And 2, you can't spin everything. Try as you might, you can't spin everything. A lot of times when you're sick, you can kind of play it off as being funny and quirky or whatever instead of sad and pitiful. But I would say once things start to get gastrointestinal is kind of you start to lose a little control of the narrative and you are barreling very fast from laugh with towards laugh at territory. Things are not going so well for you. This one time I was in Europe. I was traveling with the Tough Symphony Orchestra. Yeah! Shout out TSO, awesome. Traveling is so crazy, right? Me and my friends have been talking about taking a cross-country road trip, which is really weird because none of us even run. It's I don't know what that is. So we were on this bus going to this little town called Chesky Krumlov, and shout out, great place to visit if you're ever in the area. You want to do a pop-in. So I'm on the bus, and suddenly I am just gripped by these horrible stomach pains. We make it into town, and getting from the bus to the hotel was one of the most nightmare sensory situations of my life because, you know, it's really beautiful there. So you get on the bus and you're looking around and you're like, oh, this is so, like, the buildings here are so beautiful. And then your stomach's like, oh my God, like, the architecture here, it's, like, just so picturesque. And then all you can hear is going, brrr, brrr, and that's the sound of an orchestra's worth of roller suitcases going up and down a cobblestone street. Very exciting. So, yeah, European architecture. I say this as if I have a degree. I do not. Just that sort of confidence. You know, you see pictures, people's pictures, like when they go to Italy and they go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and everyone is just so fucking precious about that thing, aren't they? You know, you see people take the pictures, they're like, oh, we gotta hold it up. What is the big deal? What is the big deal? I think what we need to start doing, we need to start taking pictures on the other side of the tower, like this. I think with enough hard work, we can have this thing horizontal by 2030. Back to the action. I know you're all like really worried about what's about to happen to me. Nothing. I was fine. I made it to the bathroom, and then I was like, well, what's my next move? Because, you know, I'm like in a foreign country. I don't know what's going on, so I decided I'm gonna text my mom. And I didn't want this to be a joke text. You know, I wanted to maintain my dignity. Unfortunately, whatever came out just kind of came out with that cadence inherently because of the subject matter. So I had to bite the bullet and I had to send something. So this is what I came up with. You know, not funny, but very funny. So yeah, I'm very thankful to my mom. She tells me like what medicine to look for. I'm super thankful to my friend who came and walked me to the pharmacy. Not thankful for the woman who, when I checked out, kind of loudly said, "For diarrhea?" But hey, that's just more material, baby. Thank you.